All right. All right. All right. All motherfucking right. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. And I'm here to be the heel tonight. I am here to be the heel tonight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've read some things in the last day or so. You guys know I have a huge interest in the Paulo Costa Israel Adesanya fight. You guys already know I have a huge interest in that fight. So that's nothing new. That's nothing new. But this is my problem. Let's discuss my issue here. The shades are on. It's time for me to do some debunking. When the shades come out, when the Tony Stark shades come out, it's time for do some motherfucking debunking. Now let's rip apart Dan Hardy. I'm getting ready to kill Dan Hardy. This is crazy. Mm-mm. This is some crazy shit. So Dan Hardy goes on record to say that he believes that Adesanya, Till, and Whitaker can all three make Paulo Costa look like a power lifter because they are true martial artists. Okay. Now that's what he said, y'all. That is what the man said. The man said that those three guys are the type of guys that can make Paulo Costa look like a power lifter because that's all he is. So pretty much in that statement, what Dan Hardy was saying was that Paulo Costa is not a true mixed martial artist. That's what he's saying. Because in him saying that that Whitaker, Adesanya, and Till would make him look like would make him look like nothing but a power lifter, and because that they are true mixed martial artists, you're talking about a man that's getting ready to fight for a world title. You're talking about an undefeated mixed martial artist that's about to fight. Let's put aside who I think is going to win this fight. You guys already know who I think is going to win this fight. The thing is, why would you go on record and say that? I can understand if this was somebody who didn't deserve to be fighting for a belt, but this guy deserves to be fighting for a belt. Like I just couldn't believe what. God damn it! I couldn't believe what Dan Hardy let come out of his mouth. I couldn't believe it. I was super shocked. Super shocked. Y'all gonna have to hold for me for 1 second. Breathe, don't go anywhere. I'll be gone for 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Anthony Gella Anthony Geller, my boy Anthony in the building. What's up, man? Hey, bro, the shades are out, bro. Like this is borderline blasphemy, bro. Dan Hardy just pretty much went on record and said that Paulo Costa is not a real mixed martial artist. Can you guys believe that shit? So like I was saying, Paulo Costa, we're talking about a guy here who is undefeated, never lost a fight, never lost a professional fight, and is fighting for a world title, and you call him, you say that this man is not, you indirectly say that this man is not a true mixed martial artist. For me, coming from a fighter, that's the craziest shit I ever heard. I couldn't believe he said that. I could not believe that he said that. Dude, because Dan Hardy is washed and thinks he's a reptilian. He must think something, bro. Fuck you, Anthony. I just saw that. You got a big ass hair, bro. You got a big ass head, bro. Why don't you get your ass up on this live stream and wrap it up with your boy? Why don't you get your ass on this live stream and wrap it up with your boy? Now, there's two things that were said by two different people. I know Dan Hardy said something, and then DC went on the record to say something on the Ariel Helwani show. And, of course, I watched that, and I listened to that, and I was much more impressed by what DC said. Anthony, go into our Twitter group chat and drop your email address, and I'll be able to send you the link, bro. Stamina MC, if you want to get on here and wrap it up too, bro, absolutely. Tonight is the night. If you guys want to talk shit, let's talk shit. Marcus Bell in the building. What's up, Marcus Bell? But yeah, man. So I just couldn't. Before I get to what DC said, guys, I just cannot believe that Dan Hardy would say that when Dan Hardy was doing the pre-fight. All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna add Ant in here, man. I'm gonna add Anthony in here. Hold 1 second, guys. All right. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Hold on, Ant. I'm gonna get you in here, bro. Let's see. Hold a second. All right, Ant, bro, check your email. A minute. Okay, wait a minute. All right, bro. It's sent. Check your email now, homie. Yeah, so I just couldn't believe that he said the things that, I mean, you know, that he went on. So pretty much, so what I'm saying is the things that he said when he did the pre-fight show for Costa versus Romero. So pretty much what he was saying was bullshit. Is that what I'm getting here? Is that what he was saying in the fight saying about Costa in the fight with Yoel and Costa? Was that not just bullshit? That's the question. Like, that's the question. Was it bullshit? Was Dan Hardy bullshit? I'm starting to see holes in Dan Hardy game. I don't want to see holes in Dan Hardy game. I like Dan Hardy. He's one of my favorite commentators. He's one of my favorite analysts. But when you say stuff like that, it's just it's kind of questionable. Like when you backtrack and you talk about all the good things that Paulo Costa does in a fight, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hey, what's up, man?
Hold on, man. I'm just rolling up, and then we're going to take this convo outside. But Dan Hardy is out of his mind. He's
bro, do you not see
Um,
did you not see the foolery
I
coming from Dan Hardy, bro?
I didn't even want to see it. I read about it, and because it would just enrage me if I seen it. And what I don't like about that is he's taking credit away from everything Paulo Costa has done so far. Like he hasn't beaten a former champion in Johnny Hendricks. Like who gives a fuck what Johnny Hendricks is looking like that night? Anybody could have beat him, but guess what? Paulo did.
Right,
Right?
right,
Uriah Hall, almost said Faber. Another killer out there who has a huge fight ahead of him with Yoel Romero. And
right.
people are just acting like Izzy's going to go out there and grab Paulo in the clinch and Paulo's going to collapse and it's going to be over. Like,
Right, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Izzy got y'all blinded.
But dude,
Blinded.
how do you feel about Dan Hardy saying this was his words, dude? That
Tell
Whitaker,
me his exact words, please.
he said his exact words were Whitaker, Till, and Whitaker, Till, and Adesanya had the capabilities to go out there and make Paulo Costa look like a bodybuilder because they are real mixed martial artists. They are true mixed martial artists. That's what he said, bro.
Why don't he say that about Yoel? Or for this matter, he's not as huge or as cut, but I mean, he looks huge in the octagon. Jared Cannonier, who's poked his head back out. Why ain't he saying that about these other people?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
What's his issue with Paulo Costa?
That's what I'm saying.
Is he just a Izzy guy? Is that what it is?
Dude, I think he's
I can't open this weed, man.
Oh, you good, bro. Dude, I lost my lighter, so
It's
I have
pissing
to
me off.
be on the stove, bro.
It was just opening earlier. What the fuck? But yeah, is he just a Izzy guy or what?
Dude,
like, is
I
that what
don't
it
know,
is?
bro. I think it might be kind. I mean, for him to just straight up insult Paulo Costa like that, bro. Like, there's got to be something, bro. Like, he got to have some kind of feelings about Costa.
Yeah, man. There's so many people. Now, granted, at first, what was it? Maybe 2 years ago now, I was a little sketchy about Paulo because everybody seen what happened behind the curtain. He had the IV in his arm. I waited to see what was going to happen and the repercussions of that. And guess what, BJ? Nothing happened.
Right.
So there wasn't no repercussions. And I just said, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? And then it moved forward. And then he continued to do what he was doing. There's just a genuine hate for Paulo. And I don't know why. Because the first time I seen Paulo was the Johnny Hendricks fight. Like, I seen him before, but it was like, that's when I locked in on him. You know what I mean? We all have those fights where we locked in, like where you locked in with Jillian Robertson. We just have these fights where we locked in. And he just, man, he did what he had to. He did what he needed to do, and he continued to progress and move forward and climb through the rankings pretty quickly. And then this hatred started happening.
Right.
And then Paulo, within, what was it? The last month, he started being a little bit vocal, whether it was his manager saying, hey, maybe it would help you in your title situation if you start being more active on social media. Who knows? Yeah, I forget his name, same manager and not manager, but trainer as Henny Cejudo. What's dude's name?
You talking about Ali?
No. Little Captain American dude.
I know who you're talking about.
Forget his name. You know who I'm talking about,
yeah.
though. It don't matter. You know who I'm talking about. And then out of nowhere, people are just like, oh, he's a juice head, this and that. All right. If you're a juice head for looking like that, Francis is a juice head. Exactly. Who else, BJ? Let's just start naming people.
Tyron Woodley's a juice head.
Tyron Woodley. Kamaru Usman's a juice head.
Kamaru Usman's a juice head. I mean, fuck.
The new Derek Lewis is a juice head because he's looking more ripped than ever. Like,
Thiago Santos is a juice head.
Thiago is a juice head.
Dude, the list goes. Weili Zhang's a juice head now. You know,
Jesse Andrade is definitely.
Jesse Andrade is on juice. I mean, fuck, who ain't on juice? You know what I'm saying? This shit. When people and what's so crazy, bro, is if you think about the people who have been popped for juicing. You know what I'm saying? Do they really
Yo,
look like they've been? Do they really look like they've been juicing?
no, and they don't even really do. What are the repercussions for juicing now?
A slap on the wrist, bro. Except unless your name is Jessica Penne,
Yeah,
they took Jessica Penne out the game, bro.
they took her out the game.
They took Jessica Penne out the game.
Didn't she get that overturned or something
She's
recently?
fighting to get it overturned. Yeah, she's fighting to get it overturned. Let me
That's
read.
just a
Let me read this comment, man. This comment from Stamina MC says, I have no issue with what Dan said. Costa is notably less of a martial artist than all of those other guys. Fuck it. Doesn't mean he can't fight or isn't a threat or can't win.
man.
Okay, I mean,
I hear that. No, now by all means, this is what annoys me. Is this may sound crazy, but am I crazy for thinking Paulo Costa has the best combos and bodywork in the middleweight division? Doesn't that go for something? He doesn't just throw once or twice. He throws multiple times, and a lot of them land. Like, yeah, the magnitude of that Yoel fight was awesome, but Paulo Costa was putting in a lot more work than what people give him credit.
right.
To be honest with you, BJ.
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right, man. No, you're absolutely 100% right. And
Like, oh my god, that head kick he hit Yoel with, oh my Jesus.
and dude, I think it was the more Izzy fans, the more people became Israel Adesanya fans, the more people hated Paulo Costa because I feel like I feel like it's because for one, they're both good guys, they're both undefeated, they're both in the same weight class. It was inevitable for them to fight. Who knew a year and a half ago that we would be saying you know, who knew a year and a half ago we would be saying that Adesanya and Costa will be fighting for the fucking title? Like, no one. Oh boy, I lost my boy Ant here. Uh oh. Oh boy, he's gonna pop back in. Let's wait on Ant. I ain't taking the shades off, guy. I'm not taking the shades off. I mean, the shades are on. When I got the shades on, then I'm here to debunk, guys. I'm here to debunk when the shades are on. Where my boy Ant at? I'm here to call shit out. I'm here to be the heel when the shades are on. I ain't playing. This is wow. There's no filter. MMA keeps it real over here. I keeps it real. Y'all can't fault me for that. Y'all cannot fault me for keeping it real. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. See if my boy Ant gonna pop back in here. But what I was saying, man, a year and a half ago, who would have thought that we would be saying, you know what I'm saying, that Paulo Costa and Israel Adesanya would be fighting for the belt?
What's going on?
There we
Can
go.
you hear me? There we go. All right. You
You
can't
here, bro?
see me, but you can hear me. That's what matters.
No, you're great, bro. Bro, you know what? I told you I didn't have a lighter, bro. Man, now I gotta go to the stove and light my shit back up. But you just hold for 1 second, bro.
But man, Paulo's legit.
Hold on.
This guy. How you lose a lighter? We just seen him light it. This guy's crazy. Yep.
All right, I'm back. But what I was saying was, what I was saying, man, a year and a half ago, who would have thought that Paulo Costa and Israel Adesanya would be fighting for the fucking title? Who would have thought that shit a year and a half ago, bro? You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like I knew they would fight, but I didn't think it would be the first time they fought would be for the belt. You know what I'm saying? But it just seems like people knew that Paulo Costa, if they ever fought, that he would win the fight. You know what I'm saying? I just know he's gonna win the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people just the more people became fans of Izzy, the more people hated Paulo Costa, and I don't know why, bro.
Well, we can't see you right now, BJ. You need to turn your camera on.
Oh,
Come
I
on,
know.
man, get it together.
I'm
You
here.
need to see the glasses. There we go. All right, man. It's just I try to pinpoint the hate. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the Izzy fan base or if Paulo just has a genuine hate towards him. Because there's people that have just, there's people I just don't like. But his seems to be overwhelming. Can't hear you, bro. You muted yourself, you
No,
goofball.
it's just like all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? When people start noticing that Paulo Costa is one of the most dangerous motherfuckers in the division, bro. When people started noticing that shit, they start calling him Juice Monkey and shit, like Juice, saying he was on steroids and shit.
BJ, he dropped Yoel in the first minute of the fight.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and everybody's like, well, Izzy can
that
knock
don't
him
just
out.
happen. That's great.
And people like Izzy can knock him out. I'm like, what is Izzy gonna hit him with that's harder than what Yoel hit him with?
That's
you know
great.
what I'm saying?
If he can knock Izzy out, but I guarantee you Paulo can knock Izzy out just as quick. That's what I hate. Like, nobody's invincible. That's why people freak out when our favorite fighters fight, because we all know what all it takes is that one hit, and that's it.
Right.
And man, I gotta be honest, BJ. Once I see somebody lose before, it's like, all right, I know they can lose. I haven't seen Paulo lose. Even if it was like amateur footage, I never seen it. Show me it, and I'll be like, okay, Paulo's not this invincible monster. Until then, he's this invincible monster to me, BJ. I'm sorry.
Good, bro. And
just based off of everything I've seen, his combos to the body are ridiculous. Like, nobody rushes like that. And he don't rush forward either. He don't pull a Robert Whitaker and get a start and run towards you. He stays stationary in the pocket when he's moving.
Right, dude. You're absolutely right, bro. And it's like, man. It's like, we've seen in fights with Kelvin Gastelum, you know what I'm saying, that Israel Adesanya can be hit. And if he can be hit, everybody's talking about his movement. If he can be hit by Gastelum, he can be hit by Costa. Like, people got to understand that if he can be hit by Gastelum, and Gastelum hurt him when he hit him, Costa's going to definitely hurt him when he hit him. You know what I'm saying? And then people, you know what I'm saying, are saying, you know what I'm saying, well, Izzy's got better striking. Now, I must say, Paulo Costa is susceptible to the jab. Because Uriah Hall.
I mean, we seen Uriah Hall do it. He busted. Right. Paulo Costa's top lip triples. It was triple the size after he got that fight finished.
Right. Like, he is open to the jab, but it's going to take more than a jab to stop Paulo Costa, man. He's just that kind of animal, bro.
Take a lot more than a jab, bro. Ooh.
I just
muted yourself again, man.
But now on the flip side, now that went out again. On the flip side, what DC said, I appreciated what DC said.
There you go, bro.
I appreciated what DC said, and DC said, you know what I'm saying, with just the styles alone, Paulo Costa is going to come forward, and he was like, Izzy is an expert counter striker, and he was saying, if Izzy, that he said Paulo Costa is going to give Israel Adesanya the opportunity to counter punch him, the counter shooting, you know what I'm saying? And even though he'll have those opportunities to counter punch Paulo Costa, that Paulo Costa is just a relentless. He said, I forgot the word he used. He said, coming forward the way he comes forward, man. He doesn't think that the counter punches are going to be enough to stop him. That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah, obviously, man. I mean, that's clear as day from the way we've seen him fighting. It's clear as day, bro.
Yeah.
From the way we've seen the way Paulo Costa is, like, he just moves forward. And that's one person I'm just like, God damn, every time he fights, it's exciting. Because I get excited because, like I said, though, of what I'm going to see.
Right.
The way he just rips the body, bro, it's like, oh my. And I need to see how Izzy handles that. There's going to be questions that come.
Right.
And if Izzy can get past Paulo Costa, then Izzy's the real deal, at least for now.
Right.
While this new generation is here.
Right. Yeah, dude, I totally agree with that. Let's look at what these comments say, bro. We live this time. We gotta watch for the comments. Let's see here. Alexander says Paulo Costa has better striking defense than Till, in my opinion. Dan Hardy is just always biased for UK fighters, and I think
legit
trying
to. You know what, Alex? You are absolutely right. You know why? Because every time I watch that Monster Bell fight with Till is shaking his head more times like he didn't get hurt than I don't know what. You would have thought, like, for some reason, I thought that fight, it seemed like that fight lasted like 3 rounds. It didn't, though. It lasted, 1.5? And every time he got hit, he wasn't moving his head to get out of the way. He was moving his head like, no, you didn't hurt me. And then eventually, he hit that button and Till went out. So it's like, man, Till wasn't moving his head at all. So I don't know what Dan Hardy was talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't see the head movement at all in that fight. Okay, sorry, man. People out here, uncivilized with motorcycles.
Nah, you straight, man. He said, I think this is more about him trying to hype Darren Till for the next title shot if he wins. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
With that, bro, it's like Darren Till, he don't need to be hyped anymore. We know who Darren Till solidified himself amongst the mixed martial arts community. Darren Till only needs tops 2 wins, and he's ideal for a title shot in any scenario he's in.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Legit. Darren Till put himself in a particular situation.
Yeah. You're right, man.
And I was thinking about this yesterday. Darren Till's the last person to fight Prime Woodley.
The what?
Prime Woodley. That was the last, Darren Till lost, really. Like the one that where he was just like beat down and Woodley broke his hand and shit. That was the last Prime I think Tyron Woodley will ever see. I think it was over after that.
Yeah.
So it's like his losses are not bad at all. Darren Till is the real deal. He's different. He's a different breed.
Think of his chances against Paulo Costa, though.
Darren Till and Paulo Costa raises my eyebrows equally to what Izzy and Paulo Costa do.
Yeah.
It's just Darren Till isn't as slick as Izzy, I would say.
No,
Darren Till would be more willing to stand in the pocket with Paulo, I would think. Maybe not because of his footwork, but you know what I mean. He'd be more willing to put himself in danger, maybe.
Yeah.
He's just game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
all right, man. What's up with these glasses, man? I need to hear some controversy. I need to hear something. I need something.
I just straight up feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like Dan Hardy got something against Paulo Costa, dude. I felt like that was like a big personal shot for him to be like a an analyst, a commentator, you know, shit like, and him to come out and make a statement like that and insult a fighter like that shit should be called out, bro. Like that should be called out.
People like that, you know. It should be.
I'm not pissed off just because I like Paulo Costa. I mean, that's part of the reason, but damn, dude, that was a bold statement. Like, you just said that about this man, dude. Like, what would make you say that about this man like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, Dan Hardy knows.
I don't know.
And Dan Hardy know if Paulo Costa rolled up on his ass in person, he would not be singing that same fucking tune. He know that shit.
Are you talking about the skinny guy? The skinny guy? Yeah, my bad, man. I had something on my arm. You know how
oh no, you
fucking
get
this shit is. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what it is. Like, I never want to jump to jealousy or anything like that, but maybe he's just genuinely a Izzy guy, and he don't see where Izzy can be defeated. I can, and you already know what I'm gonna say. It's either Paulo Costa or John Jones. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think Izzy is just out of his mind when he says he'll move up to heavyweight. Like, bro, I'm sorry, Stipe puts Izzy in the grave.
In the grave.
In the grave. I think Stipe beats a lot of people. Stipe beats a lot of people.
He does, dude.
Like, Stipe worries me against Mr. Bones, even.
Absolutely. Because Stipe is solid on the feet, man. And if Stipe can land some of those same shots that Dominic Reyes landed, then John
Jones going down.
Right.
Down goes Frazier.
Like, you can't stand and trade too much with Stipe. Like, DC found that out the hard way. Like, DC should have known not to try to stand and trade.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful what you did.
Should have known that, dude.
It's the same reason why Stipe should have knew better than to get out of the clinch that way.
Say what?
In the first fight. Same reason why Stipe should have known better than to get out of the clinch that way in the first fight.
Right. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. I didn't think I would see Stipe make that kind of mistake, though. Like, that kind of surprised to see him, as smart as he fought in the fight with Francis Ngannou, to see Stipe make a mistake like that. It was like, damn, Stipe. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But, you know what I'm saying? He did. And he got hit with that same punch in the second fight, and he ate it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't phase him like that. It was just the first shit, man. But he in that first fight, he was carrying that Ngannou damage, though.
He was, man. It's just, and that's the next pay-per-view, right?
Say what?
That's the next pay-per-view, ain't it? Stipe in DC.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, man. But this, shout out to DC, man, for making a good fucking statement like that, like a good, educated statement. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just what Dan Hardy said. It wasn't reasonable. Like it wasn't. He put no thought into saying that anybody would say that. Like, how could you say that about Paulo? Somebody fighting you're talking about an undefeated mixed martial artist fighting for a world title. Not many of them left in the UFC, bro.
He had a ton of finishes, BJ. Like, he has a ton of finishes.
You're talking about a killer here. Arpit Singh, what's up, man? Superman coaching, what is up, buddy? Yeah, man, but it's just wild it's wild to see that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's wild to see him make a statement like that, dude. Like I said, you got to put Paulo Costa among the elite, like Khabib Nurmagomedov. You know what I'm saying? Israel Adesanya, Paulo.
Slow down a little bit, pal.
You're talking about fighters that are on the same level here. You're not talking. There's no huge difference between no matter what the makeup is of their skill set, the level of skill sets between Israel and Paulo is equal. These guys are These are highest level guys.
Especially
undefeated.
when there's no losses. That's an even playing field automatically.
Right.
Like in the world of what we're speaking of, like you're not gonna tell me that that's not the first thing that comes into your mind when you see two zeros. Even with new prospects, you're like, oh, they both got two zeros. They're equal in my mind. Like, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that night, Paulo and Izzy is gonna be equal in my mind. I just hope they have a lot of red coats in that octagon because DJ, I don't know if there's going to be enough security to hold them.
Bro, they gonna have security in that bitch, bro. Because this is a huge rivalry, bro. Like Costa and Adesanya, this is a pretty solid rivalry, bro. I can't wait till the press conference. You know what I'm saying? The press conference is gonna be great. If they do a press conference. If they do a press conference. You know what I'm
That's if
saying?
they do one. But DJ, man, I just want to let you know, man, I had to pop in, show my support and all that. Like, as a fellow Paulo Costa fan, I don't want to call myself a defender because I'm not gonna die on my shield for the man. You know what I mean? It is, and whatever happens, happens. But I do believe he's gonna be the next champion. I'm gonna be getting up out of here in a few minutes, man. The red glasses starting to intimidate me a little bit.
Man, I'm about to jump out of here too, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that note right there, man. No, right now. You stop tripping, Stamina. You stop it. Now you
What's he
stop,
doing?
Stamina MC. All right, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out right here, man. Shout out to Bloody Canvas MMA, my boy Ant over there. You guys go and subscribe to Bloody Canvas MMA, guys. This has just been another segment. I just want to come on here and cook a little bit. I might cook a little bit longer, man. And you go ahead and get up out of here, bro. I'll holler at you later, man. All right. Yeah, man. All right. Here we go. Yeah, what you mean I'm wild this time? Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Let me take the shades off. I didn't say what I had to say with the shades on, so it's time to take the shades off now. But I'm just telling y'all, man. Y'all gotta quit tripping. Like Dan, yeah, I know y'all not sitting up in here agreeing with Dan Hardy. I know y'all not sitting up in here agreeing with Dan Hardy. I know y'all not agreeing with Dan Hardy. If y'all are agreeing with Dan Hardy, man, that's crazy, man. Saying that this guy is and I understand like what he's saying as far as can Paulo hang with those best guys, but I've said this before, guys. Go back and watch my videos about Paulo Costa. You know what I'm saying? I think Paulo Costa beats all those guys. Now, Till would present a good challenge for Paulo Costa. That'd be a good a stylistic matchup to see how the striking would go. Could Till land something to make Paulo Costa respect him? You know what I'm saying? Like, could that happen? Or, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like Whitaker and Adesanya, I don't see them two. Whitaker may be crafty enough, but I don't see where those guys could outsmart Paulo Costa, man. I don't think they can either one of them can do can get past the power of Paulo Costa. No, I'm just saying don't put too much stock into what Dan is talking about. Okay. I see what you're saying. But shout out to what DC said. DC, I mean, I just couldn't believe Dan Hardy said that. Like people, like the reason I put stock into it, bro, is because people like I read the tweets and shit, bro. Like people felt some type of way about what Dan Hardy said. Like people felt some type of way about what he said. It was like, damn, Dan Hardy is kind of fucking harsh on Paulo. Like, why is he coming after Paulo like that? That didn't sound weird. That didn't sound funny to y'all. How he kind of like took a dig at Paulo Costa. Like I'm just saying what Dan Hardy has. Well, Dan says nothing to do with what doesn't happen in the fight night. That's true, but I just kind of wanted to call, just kind of wanted to put it out there that, you know what I'm saying, like that was kind of uncalled for. Like people, they say shit and they go back on their word and shit because if I remember correctly, like I said before, when Paulo Costa fought Yoel Romero, Dan Hardy was the main one talking about, all the advantages that Paulo Costa has in this matchup. Like when they were doing the inside the octagon with Costa and Romero, you know what I'm saying? Dan Hardy was the one was like, really saying how dangerous of an opponent that Paulo Costa is and what he does so well. You know what I'm saying? And pointing out what he does great. And then you turn around now and say, oh, well, he's not a true mixed martial artist. That's kind of wild. I feel like that's a little wild. I definitely feel like that's a little wild. That's definitely wild, for sure. Y'all know that shit wild. Stop playing. Paulo doesn't have to be a real martial artist to beat someone who knows martial arts. But Paulo is a martial artist, though. Like, Paulo Costa is like a second-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like, people forget that he's a dangerous striker. He's such a dangerous striker that people forget about. Paulo, a submission win. He got a submission win on the Ultimate Fighter. In Ultimate Fighter Brazil, like, Paulo Costa is legit. His power has got him so far in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like, his power is unstoppable. That's what it is. His power is unstoppable. Nobody can stop his power. And Izzy is not going to be able to stop his power. I'm telling you, guys, if I've never been so sure about, I'm not even so sure. Well, I can't say that because I'm definitely sure about all of those. But this is probably the most sure I think I've ever been. Mark my words, guys. This fight is. There's going to be a new champion at 185 pounds. All right, Stamina MC says Dan Hardy has jumped out of the window with his comments before, and he will again. I remember watching Inside the Octagon before the Woodley Till fight and was angry by the end of it. Laughable bias. Yeah, Dan Hardy is a trip. He's a trip. Yeah, he definitely puts the UK guys on the map. Dan Hardy is a trip. I like Dan Hardy, though. He's a good commentator. He's a good analyst, but he does say some wild shit. For sure. Because this is some wild shit. Damn, y'all got lucky tonight. Man, because I didn't even have my thing scrolling at the bottom. I got it scrolling now. How y'all let me miss that? How y'all let me miss the scrolling, man? Like, y'all see that, right? Montana De La Rosa to face Marina Moroz. Contenders MMA makes history with first drive-in MMA show. Let's go. BJ, I got them crow pockets waiting for you if Paulo loses. Paulo is not losing this fight, bro. Just like Montana De La Rosa ain't losing that fight with Marina Moroz. Oh, that's so funny. Oh boy, that's funny as hell. That's real funny. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. If they make Jillian Robertson versus Ariane Lipsky, I don't know what I'm gonna do if they do that. I don't know what to do. If they do that, I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. I don't know. That fight can happen. That fight can definitely happen. So, let me see, guys. I'm doing something here. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to go with my girl Jillian now. If I have to choose between, whoa, something touched me. Oh. If I have to go between Lipsky and Robertson, it's gonna have to be Robertson. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. I have to go with Robertson, but yeah, man. BJ, I got no. Yeah, man. Dude, Marcus Bell, you supposed to have had crow for me so many times, dude. You were supposed to have crow for me after the Jillian Robertson fight. What happened? It was the Mackenzie. Was it Mackenzie Dern? It was some fight. I might have been that De La Rosa fight. Let's see. If they make Lipsky fight Jillian, then the UFC doesn't want Jillian to fight a ranked fighter. Yeah, you're right, Marcus Bell. You're right about that. But the only reason I say they would make that fight is because Jillian was asking to fight Lipsky before she got the Courtney Casey fight. She was asking to fight Ariane Lipsky. So, you know, you're right though. If they don't give Jillian a ranked opponent, that's fucked. Like that's really fucked. But they didn't give Montana De La Rosa a ranked opponent either. So, I mean, De La Rosa is fighting Marina Moroz. She's not ranked. You know, she's not ranked. Montana's ranked number 12. She was number 11. She's number 12 now. De La Rosa's 12, and she's fighting an unranked opponent. They don't want them girls to move up the rankings, bro. They don't want them girls to move up the rankings. It is what it is. Jillian can fight Ariane, Sabina, Ashley, Alexis, Antonina. Plenty of options. I think the UFC still stink on that Macy Barber loss for Jillian. So, yeah, you're right, Marcus Bell. They do, man. Like it's like they expected. I mean, they expected Jillian Robertson to lose that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, she lost the fight. We can't argue with that. She lost the fight. You know, if her and Macy fought again, I'm very sure it would be different. Let's see, Jillian fight. Yeah, dude, Sabina Mazo. That would be a good fight. Ashley Evans Smith. That'd be a good. All of those are good. She wants Antonina though. Like Jillian's shooting for Antonina Shevchenko. That's who she wants. That's who she wants. She wants Antonina Shevchenko. That's the next she want to snatch. Dude, Jillian knows that she'll beat Antonina Shevchenko. Like, she knows it. She knows she'll beat Antonina. And she will beat Antonina. We know that. Like, she will beat Antonina Shevchenko. I mean, it is what, like, Jillian is too good for Antonina Shevchenko. She's too good to lose to Antonina Shevchenko. Antonina Shevchenko is not good. Like, Shevchenko should fight Lipsky. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not saying Lipsky's bad. I'm just saying, like, Lipsky has to get those wins racked up. She hadn't racked those wins up. She's got some good wins, but she lost a couple in between there. So she has to show why she wants to be where they want to be. Winner Agent, what's up, man? So yeah, Lipsky got to show that. So that's who Antonina need to be fighting. Jillian don't. I mean, like, Jillian should be fighting someone. That fight made no sense. They almost never pair up prospects. Yep. It's why Ribas versus Rodriguez is a bad idea too. There aren't enough of them to squash the hype of one just because. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that's why they haven't made De La Rosa versus Robertson. I think that's why they hadn't made that fight. But I think that there's some interesting fights with Sabina Mazo. Yeah, you're right, man. Sabina Mazo, Ashley Evans Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girl, Luana Joshua. You know what I'm saying? She won. You know, she has a win. Ariane Lipsky has a win. There's a lot of good fights at that level of flyweight. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good fights to be made there. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, the girls up at the, like, Alexis Davis and them that are ranked, Lauren Murphy and them girls not gonna be able to hang with the Sabina Mazos and the fucking Macy Barbers and the fucking who else am I thinking about? The up and coming girls, Jillian Robertsons, De La Rosas. You know, those girls are the hungry girls. Those are the hungry girls. You know what I'm saying? What's her name? Maria Agapova. Her. You know what I'm saying? Those are the girls that's gonna clear them girls out. They're gonna clear them girls out. I'm telling you. They're gonna clear them girls out. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a big shift at 125 pounds. I've been telling y'all this shit is gonna happen. Y'all don't want to listen. I wouldn't be surprised if UFC we make that matchup between Talia Santos and June. Yeah, Talia Santos got a good win over Molly McCann. Talia Santos out here making statements. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she would beat Jillian Robinson. Listen, Jillian Robinson is hard to beat, and Macy Barber did it right. But it's not going to be a whole lot of girls that can do to Jillian what Macy did to Jillian. Macy was able to stuff the takedown. Macy was able to to out technique. She didn't really out technique Jillian in the clinch. She just out muscle Jillian. But it's not a lot of girls that's gonna be able to out muscle Jillian because for one, Jillian Robinson has filled into 125 pounds. She's coming up from 115 before she was in the UFC. She was a strawweight. You know what I'm saying? Jillian Robinson is filling into 125 pounds. You heard what Courtney Casey said about her. It was like, dude, this girl is heavy on top of me. It ain't gonna be a whole lot of girls that's gonna be able to beat Jillian Robinson. Dude, Talia versus Jillian. Oops, that's a long night for Jillian. What? Dude. Stamina MC. Yet and still, you doubt Jillian Robinson. Oh, when will it change? Yet and still, you doubt Jillian Robinson. That's crazy. I don't see how you guys when a fighter shows you over and over and over and over and over why they are as good as they are, why they are as good as someone like me is telling you they are, and y'all still say, "Oh, this fighter doesn't have much of a chance at doing this or doing that." I'm just like, what? Mm. Like Montana De La Rosa. How many wins has she got in the UFC? I mean, anyways, guys, it's gonna be a shift at 125 pounds, man. Them girls at the top get ready to get cleared out. Jillian depends on one skill, of course. I doubt her. She ain't been matched with anyone to make me change my mind yet, boy. So I said, I don't predict fights. I just go with my gut. Okay. Jillian still depends on one skill. No, bro. You're not watching Jillian Robertson. You're not watching the evolution of Jillian Robertson, bro. Jillian, go look at the Emily Whitmire fight with Jillian Robertson. Go look at the Veronica Macedo fight with Jillian Robertson. The Maida Bueno Silva fight that she lost. Go look at that fight. Jillian Robertson looked lost on the feet, bro. You're right. She had no striking. She won those fights on tenacity. She beat Veronica Macedo on tenacity. She beat Molly McCann. The Molly McCann fight is where Jillian slowly started to put her striking together. Now, I'm not calling Jillian Robertson a world-class striker, but Jillian Robertson started putting her striking together in the Molly McCann fight. So then we move on from Molly McCann to I think it was Veronica Macedo after Molly McCann. Then it was Sarah Froda fight. Now that's the Sarah Froda fight is where you started to see the striking from Jillian Robertson. That's when you started seeing Jillian Robertson faking takedowns, coming up with strikes, throwing head kicks, throwing leg kicks. That's when you started seeing the evolution of Jillian Robertson. Was in the Sarah Froda fight, and then she gets her first TKO big. Then you started really seeing her ground and pound. You saw her ground and pound in the McCann fight, but you really saw her ground and pound in the Sarah Froda fight. That's already, two dimensions of Jillian Robertson. That's another evolution of Jillian Robertson with her ground and pound. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. All right, I'm back. And then you go to the Macy Barber fight, and then look at Jillian Robertson in the Macy Barber fight. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing, faking takedowns, trying to get Macy Barber backed up to the cage. You know what I'm saying? Then when she got Macy Barber where she wanted her, she went for the takedown, pulling guard, rolling with the takedown, trying to get that single leg. She just wasn't able to get the single. She wasn't able to get the takedown. But as far as the striking, Jillian Robertson stood for most of the round with Macy Barber. I mean, so, you know what I'm saying? And she landed a head kick on Macy Barber, showing diversity in her striking. Then we see the Courtney Casey fight. What did Jillian do in the Courtney Casey fight? Strike her way into the clinch. Every time. Landed 2 head kicks on Courtney Casey, leg kicks, throwing jabs. Jillian Robinson is evolving, and you guys still doubt Jillian Robinson. I don't understand. I do not understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna argue about it out there. I told you guys I'm not gonna argue with it all day long. Julian Robinson is only gonna get better. She's only gonna get better. There's gonna come a point in time where you're not gonna be able to deny her. I think De La Rosa's time will come before Jillian, only because De La Rosa has a number beside her name. You know what I'm saying? And I have the same faith in Montana De La Rosa. She will be at the top of this division, whether you guys want to believe that or whether you don't want to believe it. She will be at the top of the division. It is a fight with her and Valentina is inevitable. If Valentina is still a champion, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. De La Rosa will, and Montana De La Rosa and Valentina Shevchenko will fight. They will fight. They will fight. They will fight. So it is what it is, guys. But I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. As soon as Jillian gets a taste of the rankings, she will drop back down. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Who legitimately in the top 10, in the top 15 is gonna beat Jillian? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from number 7 down, who's gonna beat Jillian Robertson? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna beat somebody who can grapple? The best person that's gonna grapple with her is Montana De La Rosa or Alexis Davis. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only people that's really can grapple with her like that. Who else? Who else? Because what you're not getting is it doesn't matter what any of us believe. Not anyone. All that matters is what they can prove. Not that. Not just, oh my God. You guys are so funny, man. You guys are so funny. No, I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying, but what you're not seeing is the potential. You're not looking at what the fighter has shown you. You're picking her. You're picking the fighters apart instead of looking and what's the word I'm looking for? Just looking and paying attention at what they're doing in front of you when they're doing it. You guys aren't paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at what this fighter does so well, what she does so well, what Jillian Robertson does so well. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at what she does and how well she implements that on girls. Listen, these girls are all in the UFC. These girls are all high-level fighters. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be where they are if they weren't for anything. If they weren't good. These girls are good fighters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the UFC is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that, man. You just can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. Yes, there are levels to this game. Absolutely. There are levels to this game. 100%. 150%. There are levels to this game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there are not levels to this game. There are levels to this game. You know what I'm saying? But man, you gotta look at the potential of these girls, of these fighters, period, not just 125 pounds. You gotta look at people, a year and a half ago, or let's say 2 years ago. Prime example, Yair Rodriguez. Did we think Yair Rodriguez would be where people still don't like Yair Rodriguez? People still don't like Yair. I never argued against the potential. I've used a bunch of times in relation to her. This is sports for us. I'm not trying to shoulda, coulda, woulda. Gets no airtime for me. Results. You're right, 7 MC. But yeah, people still don't like Yair. People still doubt Yair Rodriguez, and people doubted Yair Rodriguez in that Jeremy Stevens fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. People still doubt Yair Rodriguez. As good as this kid is, people still doubt. People still doubt Khabib. People still doubt Khabib, so of course I'm going to expect people to doubt Jillian Robertson. Of course. Jillian Robertson expects people to doubt Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? That's what fuels her to go out there and put on the performances that she puts on, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the real thing. So, people still doubt Khabib. Khabib, you could arguably say Khabib is the complete fighter. He is the definition of the complete fighter. He is the complete fighter. Khabib is a complete fighter. He is the complete fighter. You know what I'm saying? And people still doubt Khabib. So when I hear people doubting Khabib, it's just like you really doubt this kid when this kid has showed you time and time again why they are who they are? and you still don't recognize, you still don't see it, like you still don't see. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't. People did. I wish I had a podcast back in the Misha Tate days. You know what I'm saying? It was the same exact argument that I was having with my friends and shit about Misha Tate. And I'm like, guys, they're like, dude, she lost to Ronda Rousey. So what? Ronda Rousey is not the champion anymore. Holly Holm is the champion. Holly Holm is the champion right now. And Misha, and I was saying this whole time, y'all motherfuckers are crazy if you think that Misha Tate can't go out here and beat Holly Holm. Like, I'm looking at all the advantages of Misha Tate. I'm thinking, okay, Misha Tate can take this fight to the ground whenever she wants to. Misha Tate can stand and bang with Holly Holm if she wants to. Misha Tate can throw that overhand right and clip up Holly Holm. Misha Tate can stay in there. She's not going to run in stupid like, she's not going to run in stupid like Ronda Rousey did on Holly Holm. I knew the whole time. I said the whole time that dude, Misha Tate is winning this fight. Misha Tate is going to win this fight on the ground. She's not. She's gonna take this fight to the ground. She's going to play with her on the feet, which I knew that sometimes that worked against Misha Tate, like it did in the Amanda Nunes fight, as we learned. Misha Tate will play with you on the feet, and then when she's ready, she will take you down. Let's look at these comments. I'll say this: I actually want her to be all you believe her to be, because A, the division needs it, and B, there aren't many I can say that even have that potential. So let's wait and see. Stamina MC, I can agree with that. I can agree with that, bro. I can definitely agree with that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. But you don't think the same thing about that. You don't see the same potential in De La Rosa, though. That's what gets me. Like, you don't see that same potential in Montana. That's weird. That's so weird, dude. That's so weird that, you say, okay, yeah, Jillian Robertson. Okay, let's see what Jillian Robertson will do. But you don't feel the same way. You're not as optimistic about when I speak about De La Rosa like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. I mean, it is what it is. That's asking too. Dude, I feel like I talk about, in reference to those two, I talk about Jillian more because I am actually, speak with Jillian. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been able to lock Montana down yet. You know what I'm saying? But I feel the same about both. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same about both. They've been my picks from day one. So when y'all see them girls do great shit, make sure you come give me my props, okay? Just come give me my props. But yeah, man, I would sit on here and cook with y'all for a while, but I'm not. Marcus Bell said that's asking too much. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all gotta see what I don't see how y'all don't see what I see, man. Like, that's okay though. I'm used to nobody ever agreeing with me, so I'm cool with that. Like, it's not that. And people are like, dude, do you do that on purpose? I'm like, no, I do not do that on purpose. But it's like what I think, like what I see, how I observe stuff is the complete opposite of how other people. I don't know. I don't know if it's me. I don't know what it is. Like, I just feel like I don't know, dude. I just don't think the same as other people. I don't know, man. You know what it is? You know what it is about De La Rosa? Both of them are one-dimensional. Oh, God. You started that off so bad, Stamina MC. You started that off so bad. Both of them are one-dimensional, but Savage is better at what she is good at than De La Rosa is. Savage has better jiu-jitsu than most girls. De La Rosa doesn't quite have super. Oh, God. Oh, Stamina MC. Stamina MC. Stamina MC, dude. You know how much that just burns me when I see you say stuff like that, dude. I'm just like, yeah, you can call Jillian Robertson one-dimensional. Absolutely. You can call Jillian Robertson one-dimensional. And I'm cool with that. But her dimension is she's so good at that one dimension that she can be. A fighter like Jillian Robinson can be one-dimensional. Like Jillian can be one-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like Damian Maya. You know what I'm saying? She's like Damian Maya. She can be one-dimensional. So when you look at Montana De La Rosa, when you look at De La Rosa's wrestling is superior. She has excellent wrestling. Do you not watch Montana De La Rosa maul people in the octagon? I don't know if you've watched that. I don't know how you've missed that. But De La Rosa is a solid striker. That's dude. Montana De La Rosa is very well rounded. She's very where's Delilah Savage has some of the best jiu-jitsu of all the UFC girls. What is De La Rosa exceptional at? Tell me. She is Montana De La Rosa is she has an awkward frame to be a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? She has a weird frame. You don't see wrestlers with that long frame like that. You know what I'm saying? But Montana De La Rosa is a very powerful wrestler, dude. She takes these girls down. She bullies these girls on the because she bullied Nadia Cassim, bro. She bullied Nadia Cassim on the ground, bro. You know what I'm saying? She bullied Mara Romero Barella on the ground, and she bullied Mara Romero Barella on the feet, bro. She went toe to toe with KGB on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You guys act like you haven't seen Montana De La Rosa fight. Like, have you not ever watched her fights? Have you not ever watched her fights? All of her fights are good. Every last one of them. She has never put on a boring fight. Montana De La Rosa has never had a boring fight. Ever. Ever. The fight with Rachel Ostovich was fucking good. The fight, her debut that was probably the most boring fight she ever had. The fight with Rachel Ostovich was good, a good fight. You've seen a lot of good boxing from Montana De La Rosa. The fight with Nadia Cassim, man, she just bullied Nadia Cassim, dude. I mean, she just bullied Nadia Cassim. Nadia Cassim did not even have any kind of an answer for Montana De La Rosa. Nothing. She had nothing for De La Rosa. Let's see. And then you have the KGB fight. I think that was Montana's next fight. Let me make sure I'm not missing a fight in there somewhere. I think she's one fight behind Jillian Robertson. Let me see. Montana De La Rosa. Look at her record real quick. Make sure I'm not skipping. I feel like I'm skipping a fight in there somewhere. No, I'm not missing a fight. Rachel Ostovich submitted Rachel Ostovich. Andrea Lee, she went toe-to-toe with Andrea Lee. And then she comes back and dominates Mara Romero Barella, drops Mara Romero Barella with a right. What have I been telling y'all? Montana De La Rosa, powerful right hand, knockout power in her right hand, I was telling y'all that. Nobody believed it until she dropped Mara Romero Barella. Boom. Now everybody's like, okay, Montana De La Rosa has power. She has power in her right hand. Who told y'all that? Let's look and see. Let's see. Where's okay? I'm seeing some comments here. Let me go back. Let me get to these comments. Let's see. Yawn and Montana lost to KGB Lee. Yeah, she lost to K. Dude, that was a good fight, dude. Either one of them could have won that fight. That was a close fight. De La Rosa and KGB was a close fight. We spoke after the KGB fight. Said that's her level right there. That was competitive. Yeah, you did say that. You did say that. I think that her level is because she's just getting better, bro. I mean, look at the fight with Romero Barella fight, man. That was a great comeback showing for Montana De La Rosa, dude. They're gonna have to give. I mean, if Marina Moroz, man, I just don't see her beating De La Rosa. I'm sorry, I don't see her beating De La Rosa. So It is what it is. But I didn't get on here to talk about that with y'all tonight. I didn't get on here to talk about that. Marcus Bell, yep, it was close. Yeah, it was a close fight. I was there. I can actually, when I go back and watch that fight, I can hear myself screaming, "Let's go, Montana. Let's go, Montana. Let's go." You know what I'm saying? So, for sure. Hell yeah, that was crazy. But to see her lose it was awful to see her lose. But man, it was a great fight. And you guys don't think that's when I realized how hard she hit, because you could hear it when she was hitting KGB. When she come out in the second round throwing them powerful shots, you could hear those shots. And Montana was landing those shots. You know what I'm saying? Everyone beat Mark Remember, and she's starting to look like a stepping stone. I mean, Courtney Casey beat her ass, though. Courtney Casey beat her ass. I mean, that ain't her. They should have never had her ass in the rankings. They should have never had her ass in the rankings. That's what I'm saying. How long Jillian Robinson been in the UFC and she's still ain't in the rankings? You have to see my point here. So, anyways, guys, we always end up talking about flyweight. Anyways, guys, I'm getting off of here. I did not mean to be on here this long. I appreciate you guys coming in and mixing it up. Of course. Yeah, so I appreciate it, guys. It's always a pleasure to talk to you boys. And that's going to be it for me, guys. So if you guys haven't already, go back and check out the interview with top UK featherweight contender Richard Mearns. Go check them out, guys. All right, man. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Let me do the outro with the glasses, because your boy has taken that role. So this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I'm out.